A very good morning to all of you. Please confirm if I'm audible. Please confirm if I'm audible. Okay. So last class, we have studied a little bit about the simple interest. So we understood what is principal, we understood what is rate of interest, we understood what is interest, and we understood what is time. Then we saw the formula, which is principal into rate into time divided by 100. So with the formula, we got this clarity that simple interest is directly dependent on principal also, rate of interest also, and time also. Okay. So we understood this. All right. Just 1 minute. All right. So now we have to move on to the questions. I told you this whenever proportionalities are there, questions are going to be simple. And I mean to say there are approaches which are simple to apply. Okay, so if you carefully see, if you deposit 110 rupees in a bank, that means deposited value they have given. So what is this value? We are depositing. So what value is this? What value? The value you deposit or the value you take as loan, that is your principal. Okay, not PLE, PAL, principal. All right, so this is your principal. This is your rate of interest and this is your time. So all the values are given. So I will directly apply the formula. One one zero, rate is 12, time is 2, divided by 100. All right, you answer carefully. I have to calculate this. 0, 0, I am cancelling. Is it better or is it good to cancel 2 into 5? Is it good? Carefully answer. Is it good to calculate this? I mean, cancel out this 2 and 10? Yes? Not required. My dear, dividing by 10 is extremely easy. So just multiply this. So you will get 11 into 24. 11 into 24 will be 264 divided by 10. So 26.4. So divide by 10. Actually, if you are dividing by 10, that means you are not even dividing anything. Because divide by 10 will just put a decimal, nothing else. So don't cancel it out. Okay. Just multiply, then divide by 10, put a decimal. Once you have done this, will you say 26.4 is your answer? Would you say that? Would you say that? No. See, please. Those who are saying yes, how much money will you have in the bank? Any statement like this, that means your account balance. So your final balance after 2 years, will it become 26.4? Starting 110, final balance 26.4. Does it make sense? This is not your final. So my dear, you started with 110 rupees. When you deposit in a bank, it will always increase. It is not stock market, okay? So it will always increase. So it will increase by 26.4. So final value will be 136.4 rupees. All right. So final value is this. So 136.4, that is your answer. Understood or not? Please confirm this. Not 26.4%, 26.4. All right. See the next question. Interest is only earned on the principal. So what type of scheme it is? Simple or compound? Only on principal. What type of scheme? Simple interest, because only on principal. That's why simple interest. So this is trying to say it is a simple interest question. Now investment. Investment 1000 rupees. Okay, 1000 rupees. It is becoming how much? 1200 rupees in a period of 3 years. Okay. So you deposit 1000, that 1000 will become 1200, but it will take 3 years of time. So please answer something. Why the value is increasing or how much value is increasing? First answer that. How much the value is increasing? You will say, sir, 200 rupees. Why the value change? Why the balance change? You are not depositing anything. You are not withdrawing also. So why the balance is changing? Why so? Interest. Because of interest, it happens. So this is your interest. So this is your interest of 3 years. So please again apply the formula. PRT by 100. 200. Principal is 1000. Rate is unknown. Time is 3 divided by 100. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. 20 by 3. So 20 by 3. That means 6.66 or 67. Anything you can say. This is your interest. Carefully see once. Starting value, final value, the difference will be always interest. That interest, we can equate it as the formula. We can apply the formula, put the values, get our answer. Very simple. This is the formula way. Anyone can do this. Let me tell you the proportionality. So carefully see. I will not apply the formula. I want to apply the proportionality to calculate the rate of interest. Okay. So how it will be applied? Carefully see, please. The first thing you have to do is make the principal as 100 rupees if possible. 100 rupees. So 0 and 0 and 0. Is this point clear? Please carefully answer. Because they are proportional values, that's why I can do it. Simple interest proportional to principal. So I can do it. Yes, correct. Once I have done this, why I have done this is because it become 100 and I want percentage. So it will be easy. All right. The second thing is principal is 100 done. The second thing must be time must be 1 year. Okay. Time must be 1 year. So think it this way. 20 rupees you are saying for 3 years. So how many rupees you will save for 1 year? 20 rupees interest for 3 years. But for 1 year, how much? How much will you save? 20 rupees, 3 years. For 1 year, how much? 20 by 3. So 20 by 3 rupees. And that is your percentage also. 20 by 3%. So two conditions you have to satisfy if you have to calculate rate of interest. The first condition is principal must be 100 rupees and time must be 1 year, not 3 years, not 4 years. 1 year should be the time. And why so? Because if this is 100, so actual value, percentage value will be same, which we have understood 10%, 10 rupees, 20%, 20 rupees. The same way, if base value is 100, then 20 by 3 means 20 by 3% also. But why 1 year? Because rate of interest is always per annum. That's why. Per annum means per year. That's why time has to be 1 year. Is this point clear? Please carefully see once. Just give me 1 minute. Yes, if time is 1 year, you can say 20%. Correct. If time is 3 years, you will have to change it. Just one, first cancel 0. Okay. In all the rupee values, principal, final balance, simple interest, cancel the 0. We are cancelling 0 so that principal becomes 100. Okay. And why we want 100? Because we want percentage rate of interest. Okay. So we want 100. So once we get 100, after that, next thing we have to think is time should be 1 year. So time should be 1 year means we have to think interest of 1 year, not 3 years. This is interest of 3 years. So for 1 year, it will be 20 by 3. If 3 years, it is 20. For 1 year, it will be 20 by 3. So 20 by 3% automatically it will become. So first, cancel the zeros, then do it. All right. Now carefully see. A sum of 468.75 was lent out. Lent out means given as a loan. So money was given at simple interest, and at the end of 1 year, 8 months, total amount of 500 was received. So given was 468.75, received was 500 rupees. Okay. So 468.75 and 500 was received. Okay. Given was this, received was this. Okay. So this is your starting balance. This is your final. The final you will have to pay. You are not withdrawing, you are paying back because you took it as loan, you did not deposit. Okay, the difference of these two will be your interest. So simple interest will be equal to 500 minus 468.75. Please answer, what is this? The time is 1 year, 8 months. That means 20 months. And that means 20 by 12 years. Time must be always in years, not in months, not in mix. Okay, not in mix also, not in months also. Time must always be in years. Okay, how much? 468.75. 31.25. Okay, 31.25. All right. Now carefully see once. I'm writing few values. 5 square 25. Again multiply by 5. I will get 5 cube. Again multiply by 5. I will get 5 power 4. Again multiply by 5. I will get 5 power 5. 3125. Again multiply by 5. I will get 5 power 6, which is 15625. 5 3 15. 125 into 5 is 625. So all these, not all I will say, but yes, the values are related with powers of 5. So that's why if you think this way, it will be simple for you. Now, let me apply the formula once. The values are not easy, although I can apply the proportionality also, but values are not easy. Difficult value, difficult value, difficult value. That's why I apply the formula. Simple interest equal to PRT by 100. Simple interest 31.25. Principal 468.75. Rate of interest, I don't know. Time is 20 by 12, or I can say 4 into 5, 4 into 3, 5 by 3. Time is 5 by 3 divided by 100. Okay. Carefully answer. This decimal will cancel out this one. Yes? Yes or not? Decimal will cancel out. And why so? Will every decimal cancel out any decimal on there? No, decimal should be present at the same place. This decimal is present after 2 place. This also is present after 2 place. So cancelled. All right. Now see one thing. 3 will cancel out this. So 3 into 15 is 45. 3 6 18. And 3 into 25 is 75. So I will get 15625. Now carefully try to observe. These two values, you can see it there. 3125 and 15625. 3125, if you multiply by 5, you will get 15625. So are you able to understand this? That 3125 into 1 and 315 into 5 will give you 15625. Will you be able to understand this? Please carefully answer. See, please. Okay. Because if you multiply by 5, you will get this number. So 3125 into 1, 3125 into 5 will cancel out this. So 5 I will get. And now what remains? This is 5 into 5, 25. This is 100. So 100 will go there. 5 into 5, 25 will come downwards. So 100 by 25, 4%. So 4% I will get. All right. So even though values are in decimal, but yes, still the calculations are very simple because they are related with powers of 5. Understood or not? Please confirm this. Yes, put 10, make it equal then. Correct, Mrityunjay? All right, please try this question. It should not take that much time. If you are taking this much time, it is not good. Okay, grow from 1250 to 10,000. 1250, change the color. 1250, it is becoming 10,000. All right. 12.5% rate of interest also is given. Okay, so how have you done? Formula or proportionality? How have you solved it? Formula. Okay. So carefully see please. I will apply the formula if required. And although it's not good to apply the formula because percentage already given. I mean, not good to apply the proportionality. Percentage is already given. But 50% I will apply the proportionality, 50% of the part I will apply the formula. Carefully see this. 0, 0, cancelled. 25 into 5 and 25 into 40 will become 1000. 25 into 40, 25 into 5. If you want to cancel more, 5 into 1, 5 into 8. So now think, 1 rupee. 1 rupee is your principal. 8 rupees is the final balance. How much interest you will get? How much interest you will get? 7 rupees. Okay. So simple interest, 7 rupees. Now this 7 rupees, I will apply the formula now. PRT by 100. Simple interest, 7 rupees. Principal is 1 rupees. Rate of interest, 12.5. 12.5 I will always write as 25 by 2. Time is unknown divided by 100. This is what we have to solve. So 25 into 4, 4 to 8, 7, 56. So 56 years. So please remember this. Whenever you write the time and everything, keep it separate. Write the rupee values, write the simple interest, write the final value. And if you want to cancel something, you can cancel it. Nothing wrong will be there. Understood or not? Please confirm this. From the rupee value, I have cancelled it. Okay. All right. So my dear, actually, I have not done anything. If I put these values also, then also I would have cancelled the same way in the formula. So the one difference is I have applied the formula. I have put some different values, but I have cancelled already before applying the formula. So even if I apply the formula, and put the values 1250, simple interest will come out to be 8750. Even if I put those values, then also after cancellation, you will get 7 and 1 after cancellation. Okay. 8 minus 1, because we have cancelled, so we are getting 8 as final and 1 as principal. So final minus initial will be interest always. Okay. Think it this way. All right. 3 people are there. Okay. One person deposit 1 lakh rupees. His 1 lakh will become 8 lakhs. Okay. His 1 lakh rupees will become 8 lakhs in a certain time. All right. Rate of interest is this. In the same bank, one more person is depositing 2 lakh rupees. His amount will become 16 lakhs in the same time. Same interest he is getting. But for the third person, if I say this 28, or let's say 27. So will you not say bank is doing the partiality, yes or not? Carefully answer. 3 rupees becoming 27. Will you not say bank is doing the partiality? Carefully observe. Carefully observe. Yes, because same time I am saying my value is becoming 8 times. Second person, his value also becoming 8 times. So how come third person value is becoming 9 times? So that's why in simple interest, there is no partiality. There is no partiality. That's why we can cancel out the common factors. This is wrong. So why? Whether you take this set of value 1 and 8, whether you solve it using 2 and 16, whether you solve it using 3 and 24, you will get the same answer. So why so? Because every value is becoming 8 times. 1 into 8 is 8, 2 into 8 is 16, 3 into 8 is 24. So my dear, ratio is same. 8 ratio 1, 16 ratio 2, 24 ratio 3, ratio is same. So the answer will not change. Time will always come out as 56 years, whether you take this value or this value or this value or the original values also. Now clear with this? See carefully. Try the question. Next one. A sum of money, how much we don't know, but it will become 2.5 times at 12.5 interest. The period of investment is, carefully observe. All right. Tell me any value, but you have to tell a value. If I take 2.5 into that value, I should get an integer. So tell me any value, not 1. 1 into 2.5 will be 2.5. 100. Okay, let's take 100. So 100, as per the question, the value is becoming 2.5 times of 100. That is 250. So this will give you the interest. So interest will be 150 because 250 minus 100 will be 150. Now I can apply the formula now. Simple interest equal to PRT. My dear, when they are asking about time, apply the formula. If they ask interest, you can calculate directly also. Rate of interest, I'm saying. So simple interest 150, principal is 100. Rate of interest is 25 by 2. Time is unknown, divided by 100. 100 cancel. 25 into 6 and 6 into 2, 12. So 12 years you will get. Okay. So here the principal is not given and we don't even need it. And why we don't need? Because they have given relation that how initial and final value are related is final value is 2.5 times. So any value can be taken. If you take 10, then also same answer. If you take 20, then also same answer. If you take 30, then also same answer. If you take 1, then also same answer. Answer will not change. Okay. Okay. Now let's take one more question. All right. Try this question now. Do it by proportionality. 12.5 is 25 by 2. So don't write 12.5. It's better to write 25 by 2. Most of you will get the wrong answer. So let's see. At a certain rate of simple interest, what is that rate of interest? I don't know. A sum doubles in 10 years. Okay, so that means if I take 100 rupees, this 100 rupees will double. Double means 200 rupees in a time of 10 years. All right, next one. In how many years would it treble? Treble means 3 times. So the same amount, it will become treble. That means 300 rupees in how much time? Okay, that is the question. Now don't say, sir, 200, 300 if I compare, it is 1.5 times. So 10 into 1.5 times is our answer. Don't say that. My dear, simple interest is proportional to time. This is not simple interest. Okay, this is not simple interest. So first calculate interest, then you compare it. So simple interest, how much will you say in this case? This is your case number 1. How much will you say? 100 rupees. Okay, 100 rupees. Okay, this is case number 2. How much interest in this case? How much? 200 rupees. 300 minus 100 rupees. So 200 rupees. Okay. Now compare. Don't compare the final balance and say, sir, 1.5 times. So this also 1.5 times. Now compare simple interest. And then you can calculate the time. So please answer now. Think it this way. 100 rupees interest you will get in 10 years. So 200 rupees you will get in how much time? 100 rupees, 10 years. So 200 in how much time? How much time? 20 years. So multiply by 2. If simple interest is doubling, time also will double. So 2 into 10, 20. Now, why I am applying this? Because my dear, rate of interest is the same. At a certain rate of interest. What is that interest? We don't know. But it is same for both the cases. So rate of interest is same, principal is same. That's why I am applying this. Simple interest is proportional to principal. If simple interest I can compare the same way time also. If simple interest doubles, time also will double because everything is same. Principal same and rate of interest same. Understood or not? Please confirm this. No need to apply the formula because two cases are there. Okay. Two cases are there. Don't apply the formula. All right. See the next question, please. Whenever it is not clear what is the meaning of sum. Actually, sum means a sum of money. That means a group of money, a group of, or I can say amount also means the same thing. So whenever it is not clear what is the meaning of sum, that means sum of money, and sum of money you will assume it as principal always. Okay. So here it is not clear. Simple interest on a certain sum is 16 by 25 times of the sum. Okay. Simple interest on a certain principal is means equal sign. Simple interest on a certain sum. Okay. So write simple interest is means equal to 16 by 25 times. 16 by 25 times means multiply times the sum. Okay. Sum means principal. This is what you will write from the first line of the question. Once you have written this, on the simple interest side, please apply the formula. The formula is P R T by 100. 16 by 25 into P. Now P will cancel out. One more thing they have given that both are rate percent and time, both are numerically equal. That means if this is 2, if rate is 2%, time is 2 years. If rate is 5%, time is 5 years. If rate is 6%, time is 6 years. Both are numerically same. So I'm assuming, let's suppose R equal to T equal to x. Both are equal to x. So this will give you r equal to x, t equal to x divided by 100 equals to 16 by 25. Now 25 into 4, this will be x square, and this will give you 64. So x square equal to 64, so x equal to 8. Now what is x? X is your rate percent also, x is your time also. So 8% and 8 years, A option will become correct. So a very simple question, but yes, you should be at least able to write this equation, apply the formula and solve it accordingly. A simple question. Okay, see please. Don't do it by option because D option is none of these. That's why. Okay, don't do it by options. All right. Now try the next question. Very interesting question. Carefully understand first that what they have given. Then based on the understanding, create one equation. Okay, that equation can be your simple interest formula or it can be something else also. It depends on your understanding. So understand what is this 63 rupees more and create one equation. Solving that equation, you will definitely get your answer. Please start. Okay, 2100 correct. Just carefully answer one thing. There is one bank. You have a certain amount, and one person also will have the same amount. So two persons you have to assume, one is you, one is your friend. Suppose both of you want to deposit the same amount in the bank. If one person will get 1% extra rate of interest, he will get extra interest or not? Carefully answer. You are getting 10%, he is getting 11%. So he will get extra. Whatever extra he is getting, if he is getting 1% extra, so that will decide that how much rupees he will get extra. If he is getting 2% extra, that 2% will decide that how much rupees he will get extra. If he is getting 3% extra rate of interest, that 3% will decide how much rupees he will get extra. So here, my dear, 1% extra your friend is getting. And because the bank is giving 1% extra to your friend, that's why your friend is getting 63 rupees extra as compared to you. Okay. Now, I will come back to this. First, I will apply the formula, then I will tell you the proportionality. Okay. How much money you have deposited, we don't know. The rate of interest is unclear. It is not given. But yes, for one person, it is R%. For one person, it is R plus 1%. Okay. How much is R? We don't know. All right. Time is 3 years for both. Time is 3 years. For both. All right. Next, one more thing. Because rate of interest is different, so what interest you will get, what interest your friend will get will be different. And what they have given is, obviously this will be more because more rate of interest, so more interest you will get. So as per the question, the difference of these two value is 63 rupees. Your friend, how much interest he is getting minus your interest is 63 rupees because your friend is getting 1% extra. Now, see this, apply the formula. For you also, apply the simple interest formula, put the respective values, you will definitely get your answer. So let's see. Simple interest to principal rate time. So principal into rate of interest into time divided by 100 minus simple interest 1. Simple interest 1 means principal rate time divided by 100. So principal into rate into time divided by 100. Only one difference. Rate of interest is different. That's why formula seems different. Equal to 63. All right. This 100, I can combine it. Okay. I can combine it. And this 100 will go there to make it as 6300. Okay. So this will become 6300. Now I have to simplify this part. Okay, so this will give you 3 into P, 3 into P into R. So 3PR plus means plus. 3 into P into 1. So I will get 3P minus 3 into P into R. So 3PR equal to 6300. If you carefully observe, 3PR with minus sign will cancel out 3PR. Because both are same, one is plus, one is minus. So both will cancel out. So once it cancel out, I'm getting 3P equals to 6300. And this gives you P equals to 2100. Now, this also, I will not say it is a very bad approach. But if you don't write this, if you can directly write this equation and solve it very fast, I will say this also is a good approach, not a bad one. But if you are writing this, then you are writing this, then you are solving this, it will take a lot of time. Then I will not say it is a good approach. But yes, if you start from there and do it quickly, I will say good approach. Now, carefully see the proportionality approach. Proportionality, or I can say comparison. Okay. My dear, if you see, everything is same except this and this. Because rate of interest is different, that's why simple interest is different. And how much extra this is? 63 rupees extra. All right. Just carefully answer. Hmm. Time is 1 year. If time is 3 years, your friend will get 63 rupees extra. In 1 year, how much extra he will get? Answer that. In 1 year, how much extra he will get? In 1 year. 21 rupees. Okay. So he will get not 63, 21 rupees extra. Okay, 21 rupees extra. Okay, why this 21 rupees he is getting? What is the reason? What is the reason he is getting 21 rupees extra? Reason. What is the reason? 1%. That 1% is the reason. My dear, 1% in simple interest, it is always 1% of principal. So 1% of principal is the reason. So you are getting 21 rupees extra. Your friend is getting 21 rupees extra. The reason for this is 1% of the principal. Able to understand this? Please answer that. Here, please see. 21 rupees, equate it with its reason. 21 rupees, why? Because 1% of principal extra. Okay, so once we have equated, there are two ways. One way is this 1% of means multiply P equals to 21. So P equals to 2100. The second way is you can say 1% 21, so 100% will be 2100. 1% 21, so 100% 2100, and 100% means your principal. So two ways, either this or 1% 21, 100% 2100. So both ways you will get your answer as 2100. All right. So this is the best way to solve it. So see this approach, please. And let me ask you one more question. Why is it required to take time as 1 year? Why not 3 years? Why did I not say 63 rupees is 1% of principal? Why did I not say that? Why time should be 1 year? What is the reason? Answer, please. Why not this? Why this? Why 1 year? Why not 3 years? Things must be everything clear. So if I have done 3 to 1 years, there should be some reason, right? Okay, this you have understood. 1% of principal, 21 rupees. But why not 63? So a rate of interest is always, even though if you write or not, a rate of interest is always per annum. So if you are comparing or if you are making equation with percentage, I mean you're creating one percentage equation, so time has to be 1 years. If you want to apply there, you will have to little bit improvise. You will do it this way. 1% of principal. My dear, 1%, but it is per year. So 1% of principal per year. So for 3 years, it will be 3 times. Then you can equate it. Okay, but yes, it is confusing. So I will say don't apply this. Okay, or let's keep it downwards. This is how you will apply if you want to apply this. I mean, in this only. Okay. And if you want to take 1 year, there is no confusion at all. So we have to take 1 year because rate of interest is always per annum. That's why that is the reason. If you, I can do it this way also. Okay, no issues, but you have to be careful. So both ways, understood or not, please confirm this. Very interesting question. All right. Next question. Please try this one. Then we will have one more similar question, just like this. Values changed. But first, try this question. Carefully see what values are given, what is the meaning of the values. Okay. Whenever you see the word to, amounts to, that means it is not initial. It is final balance. Okay. So final balance are given after 2 years, after 5 years. So what is the principal amount? That is what we have to find. So please carefully look. Your balance after 2 years, your account balance after 5 years is given. Okay. Carefully observe, please. How much is your starting balance? That means the principal is not given. Starting balance not given. Let me write there. Starting balance is not given. This balance will keep on increasing. After 2 years, if you observe your account balance, you will see it is 2240. Okay, after 2 years. If you see your balance after 5 years, if you see your balance after 5 years, you will see 2600 rupees. All right. Now just carefully answer. After 2 years, you will see this balance. You are not depositing anything else. You are not withdrawing the money also, but still the value is still increasing. After 2 years, it will become this. After 5 years, it will become this. In the last 3 years, what is the reason? Why the value is changing? What is the reason? Okay, how much the value is changing? You will say, sir, 2600 minus 2240. 360 rupees. What is this 360 rupees? What is the reason that 360 rupees change is there in the last 3 years? Why so? What is the reason? So my dear, everything, if the value change, there is only one reason. That reason is simple interest. So value is changing because bank is giving you interest. So simple interest of 3 years is the reason. So in the last 3 years, I can see the change. That change is 360 rupees. So simple interest of 3 years, I can say 360 rupees. That means simple interest of 1 year will be 360 by 3 because 3 years 360. So 1 year will be 360 by 3. That is 120 rupees. All right. I want interest of 2 years or interest of 5 years so that I can calculate the principal. So simple interest, suppose I calculate for 2 years. Simple interest of 2 years, how much? Answer please. How much? For 3 years, it is 360 rupees. The difference of these two, it is 2, it is 5. After 2 years account balance, after 5 years account balance. So in the last 3 years, 360 rupees interest. So 1 year, 120. So 2 years, 240. Twice of 120. Because every year interest is same. So you can do it. 240 rupees. All right. Please write this value there. Simple interest, 240 rupees for 2 years. Can you tell what is the principal now? Can you tell? So yes, sir. Final value minus interest will give you the principal. If you go downwards, you have to subtract. If you go upwards, you have to add. So 2240 minus 240 will give you the principal. So that means your principal is final account balance minus the interest, that is 2000 rupees. You can calculate using 2600 also, but for that you need to calculate 5-year interest. 5-year interest will come out to be 120 into 5, 600. 2600 minus 600 will give you 2000 again. Answer will not change. Okay. So carefully see once. The last 3 years is very important because that will give you one value using which you can calculate your answer. Now try the next question. One thing is extra in this, we will have to calculate rate of interest also. Okay, so please try the question. All right, so C option is correct in this. Just give me 3-4 minutes to try the next question. Please try this question also and try to do it by proportionality entirely without applying the formula. Okay, so start please. Just give me 5 minutes. The mic is a little bit discharged. Hmm. All right. So if you carefully read the question, only the values have been changed. If I compare with the previous question, it's exactly the same question. So after 2 years, account balance is this. After 3.5 years, account balance will be 1164. Why the balance changes? It is not because we are depositing something or we are withdrawing something. The balance changes only because of the interest. So first make a diagram for clarity. Starting balance we don't know. After 2 years, you will observe the balance has 1008. And after 3.5 years, you will observe your account balance as 1164. So if you observe in the last 1.5 years, in the last 1.5 years, if you observe, the difference of these two values is your interest. So simple interest of 1.5 years will be equal to 1164 minus 1008. Now 1000 will cancel. 164 minus 8 is 156. Okay, so 1.5 years, 156. So 1 year, how much? I actually want for 2 years, but still I'm asking for 1 year. 1 year, how much? Divide by 1.5. Okay, so simple interest of 1 year will be equal to 156 divided by 1.5. 1.5 or 3 by 2. Okay. Now 1.5 into 10 will give you 15 and 1.5 into 4 will give you 6. So 104 rupees. Simple calculation. So 1 year interest is 104. So 2 year interest will be how much? Please answer. I want for 2 years. 2 year interest will be how much? Twice. Twice of this will be 208. Okay, let me write here also. Simple interest of 2 years equals to 2 into 104. 208. And now you want to find your starting balance. So subtract it. 1008 minus 208 will be your principal. All right. So 800 rupees is your principal that is guaranteed. Now, other than this, I have to calculate the rate of interest also. So for rate of interest, I will apply the formula. Let's see. Let's remove all this. Let's remove this also. Okay. So this is what I know. Think this way. From this, I will calculate the rate of interest. So simple interest equal to PRT divided by 100. Simple interest is 800 rupees. Sorry, my mistake. 208 rupees. Principal is 800 rupees. Rate of interest unknown. Time is 2 years. Divide by 100. So 0, 0, 0, 0 cancel. And 2 into 104. And 8, 1, 3. 8 into 13 will give you 104. So rate of interest comes out to be 13%. All right. So this way take any one case. So I'm taking this case in which I know everything. For 2 years, I know the account balance also. I know the starting value also. I know the simple interest also. So for this case, apply the formula. You will get your interest. Okay. So understood this? Please match your answers. Have you do it? Have you done it this way? All of you, please confirm this. Have you done it this way? Okay. Now, next question. So next question, extremely simple case. 2000 will become 2400 rupees. Okay. If the rate of interest is 5%. So they are asking what is the time? How long? That means how much is the time? Now, any one of you can do it with the formula. They can calculate simple interest will be equal to difference of the two values. 2400 minus 2000, that is 400. And then we can apply the formula simple interest equal to PRT by 100. 400. Principal is 2000. Okay. Rate of interest is 5. Time is unknown. Divide by 100. Okay. 20 into 5 is 100. So 100 will cancel out this to give you 4. Time is 4 years. All of you got 4 years. Please confirm this. All of you got 4 years. Okay. Now, this is formula way. One similar question, exactly similar, we have done also. Let me tell you the proportionality way. Okay. Have to be little bit careful. All right. You want to apply the proportionality way. Okay. Let's calculate the simple interest. 400 rupees. Okay. Once you calculate interest, remove the final balance. Not required. Okay. The final balance is only required to calculate interest. We have written interest, so remove that or don't see that. Now, this is your principal, this is your interest. Rate of interest is 5%. We know this. Okay. But keep it separate. Rate of interest, keep it separate. Now, because percentage is given, that's why I should make the principal as 100 if possible. So 0 and 0 cancelled out. Now I want to make this as 100. So divide by 2. So cancel out 2, 2 into 100 and 2 into 20. All right. Now carefully see this. The first thing I have to do is, because percentage is given, that's why first I will do, I will create the principal as 100 rupees. The first thing. Once I have done this, I can say 20 rupees as 20% also. I can say, okay, I can say 20 rupees as 20% also, because principal is 100 rupees. But carefully answer, is our percentage matching the question percentage? Is it matching? Carefully answer, is it matching? No, it is 4 times. So why is it 4 times? What is the reason? Why is it 4 times? It is not matching. I know this. But it is right. 20 rupees, 20%. But this 20% is not per year. I'm not saying that. It is not per year. I don't know the time. So how I can say per year? So how I will decide per how much time? It is not per year for sure. If it is matching, then I will say, okay, per year. If it is 20%, suppose, if it is 20%, okay, this is by default per year. So by comparing, I can say this also is per year. But when I see it is not matching, right? It is 5% per year, so I cannot say 20% per year. That will be mismatch. So answer please. It is 4 times. Okay. Now carefully see. It will make sense or it will completely match this way. 5% per year. So can I say 20% every 4 years? Carefully answer. 1 year 5%. So 4 years 20%. Yes or not? Carefully answer. 5% per year. So 20% per 4 years or every 4 years. That is how it will match. I'm not saying it is wrong. I'm saying 20% per year is wrong. 20% is right. Okay, so 20% per year is wrong, but you can say 20% every 4 years. Every 4 years. So that's how the time is 4 years. All right. So 20% means 5 into 4. So time is 4 years. That's why it is 20%. Understood or not? Please confirm this. Carefully see, please. So my dear formula, please remember this formula anyone can apply. But what I have done right now is something which is required. Okay, so try to solve the question this way. It will be good also to save your time. But anyways, if you are not able to understand, if you are able, if you are thinking too much while doing this way, then I will recommend do it by the formula. But yes, if you are confident with this approach, please apply this approach. Okay, understood or not? Please confirm this. After this, we are moving on to the next topic, compound interest. Okay. You just need to cancel common factor. Okay. 2000, 2400. So I will get 400. Once you write 400, leave this. Now 400, cancel 1 0, cancel 1 0. Then divide by 2, divide by 2. This way you will get 100 and 20. Once it is 100, you can say 20% also. Because base value 100, so you can say 20 rupees, 20%. 20%, 5%, compare. Once you compare, you will see 5 into 4. So why is it 5 into 4? It is technically correct, 20 rupees, 20%. But why is it not matching? Because it is 1 year, it is 4 years. That's why it is not matching. Understood now? 120 you will get after cancellation. Cancel the common factors. All right. So next, we are starting with compound interest. In compound interest, the meaning will not change. Interest is interest. Rate of interest is rate of interest. But how the interest is calculated, that will change. That's why people say scheme. Scheme means the calculation is different. That's why people use the word scheme. So, in simple terms, in compound interest, you will get interest on principal. This you will get anywhere. Any scheme, you will get interest on principal. But you will get interest on previous interest also. Previous interest also. All right, so this is what you will get. So interest on principal you will get every year, and interest on all the previous interest also you will get every year. This is what you have to learn to apply. Okay. Now, if I tell you the formula is this way. This is how the formula is. Carefully see. If you carefully observe the formula, there is nowhere I have written the value t. T means time. So it's not like time is not important in this. Time is important. But my dear, time is not written in the formula. Actually, this is not time. It is related with time. Okay, related with the time. Carefully see once. This is the formula. Let me first write. This is your A. We call it as amount, but this amount actually means the final amount or final balance. This P is your principal or starting balance. Okay, the initial account balance is your P value. Now this R, I will not say this is rate of interest. This N, I will not say it is time. But yes, I can say this R is related with rate of interest. This N is related with time. Okay, so let me write this. I will not say rate of interest, but I will say related with a rate of interest. And this is related with the time. All right. So why I'm saying related with rate of interest, related with time? Because there are many ways in this also. There are many ways in this also that interest can be calculated. So for us, two ways are important to understand. One is compounded. Compounded annually. And one is compounded half yearly or semi-annually. Semi-annually. Okay, so compounded annually, compounded semi-annually or half yearly. Okay, what is the meaning of this? Understand, very simple. Annually means yearly calculation. The calculation will be done every year, first year, second year, third year, like that. In semi-annually, calculation will be done every 6 months. So 6-month calculation. So only this is the difference. Here it is yearly, here it is half yearly. So half yearly is 6 months. So here we'll take first 6-month period, again take 6-month period, again take 6-month period, and keep on calculating. Now, a rate of interest, this R, don't see. When I say rate of interest, that means per annum. The rate of interest is always given, always in the question, it is given in per annum. So I'm saying, suppose principal is 10,000 rupees or 1,000. Rate of interest is 10% per annum. In the question, Okay, rate of interest is per annum 10%. And let's say the time is 3 years. Okay, now just carefully answer. You have to calculate every year, first year, second year, third year. So if you have to calculate every year, how many times you will have to calculate? How many times you will have to calculate? Yearly calculation has been done. First year complete, do the calculation. Second year complete, do the calculation. Third year complete, do the calculation. How many times? 3 times. So n value is 3. So that's why we say n actually is number of 1 year periods. Here we have to calculate on yearly basis. So one period is 1 year. So how many periods of 1 year are present in 3 years? 3 periods are there. So that's why n value is 3. All right. We have to calculate on yearly basis. So we have to write interest for 1 year. What is interest of 1 year? How much is interest of 1 year? We have to do yearly calculation. So we have to put the values as per the yearly calculation. What is interest of 1 year? 10%. So 10%. So my dear, in yearly calculation, there is no confusion. R is actually the given value, or R is the value which will be given in the question. You need not think anything else. 10%, so write 10. And n value is nothing but your time. So for yearly calculation, no confusion will be there. But when it comes to 6 months, then you will realize. Carefully see once. Again, I'm taking the same set of values. Same set of values. Please carefully answer. I have to calculate on 6 month basis. 6 month. I'm taking the first 6 month. 6 month, what is the rate, percentage rate of interest for 6 month, not per year, for 6 month? Will you put 10%? No, the calculation should be for 6 month. The rate of interest is not for 6 month. The rate of interest is always for per year. So that means you will have to put 10 by 2% for 6 months. This is what you will have to put in the formula. 5% you will have to put in the formula because you are not calculating for 1 year. You are calculating for 6 months. This value is for 1 year. This value is for 6 months. All right, next question. This n value is related with time. So how many times you will calculate in 3 years period? How many times you will do the calculation? Every 6 months calculation has to be done. 1 year 2 times, so 3 years 6 times. Okay, so 3 years is 6 times 6 months. So 6 times you will have to do the calculation. So that's why n value will be 6. N value will be 6. So how many times you will have to calculate? That will be n value. So here in this case, compounded annually, n means number of years because yearly calculation. So n means number of years. Here in this case, we have to calculate for 6 months. That's why n value is number of 6 months. How many 6 months? How many number of 6 months are there in 3 years? You will say, sir, 6. So this is the meaning. But very rarely you will see me applying the formula. But yes, if we apply, we have to be careful. whether it is yearly calculation, whether it is 6-month calculation. Now, please remember this. If nothing is mentioned, nothing, that we are solving or we have to solve this way or solve this way. If it is not mentioned, then by default, we have to solve this way, by default. If we have to solve this way, the question will specifically tell that it is compounded annually. Semi-annually. The question will specifically tell if we have to calculate this way. If nothing is mentioned, by default, annually calculation. Okay. Now, just giving you one idea. How the calculation has to be done. One idea I'm giving you. I will not apply the formula. I will go by the very fundamental, which is this. Interest I will calculate. I know what interest I need to calculate. So interest on principal, interest on previous interest. So let's do one question very quickly. We will repeat this question again also. Okay. So I'm telling you not the formula, because there is a problem in the formula. That problem is, if time is 3 years, which is a very small time, if time is 3 years, you are getting a cube. And calculating cubes will be difficult. Time is 3 years, but n value 6. So n value 6, once you put, you will not even solve the question. You will leave it, right? So problem is there with the formula. Power becomes 3, power becomes 4, power becomes 5. So that is the problem. My dear, most of the times in compound interest, the time will be 3 years. Very rarely you will see 4 years, because calculation increases. That's why. So now carefully observe once. 4,000 starting value, first you will write. Okay, so make a line. This line means starting line. So 4,000 rupees you have deposited. Now calculation, nothing is mentioned. So take the calculation on yearly basis. Take the first year. Don't think second year, don't think third year, don't think anything. First year. Please answer, how much percent is rate of interest for 1 year? How much percent for 1 year? 10%. Okay, 10%. All right. Interest of first year. All right. My dear, what did I say? Interest on principal, interest on previous interest. Okay. Please answer. I'm standing here. Can I see the principal? Yes. Can you see any previous interest when you stand here? Can you see any previous interest right now? No. Okay. So interest on principal, at least you calculate. There is no previous interest. So there is no extra. Think it this way, my dear. There is only principal. So calculate 10% of principal. Previous interest is not there. So don't think about it. So 10% of 4,000, that is 400 rupees. Okay. Now, first year calculation done. Second year. Second year. Again, you will calculate 10%. Now, when I say second year, that means only second year you will think. Interest of second year. All right. In compound interest, you will get interest on principal, interest on previous interest. So can you see principal? If you can see the principal, calculate 10% of the principal. Answer please. 10% of principal. Don't add it. 10% of principal. How much? 400 rupees. Okay. So interest on principal, 400 rupees. Okay. When you stand here at the second year, can you see previous interest also? Can you see previous interest also? Yes. So calculate 10% of the previous interest also. So which value is previous interest? Which value? When I stand here, which value is previous interest? 400 rupees. So 400 rupees, 10%, write it. So 40 rupees. Is this point clear or not? Please confirm this. Interest on principal, interest on previous interest. Understood? All right. Next, third year. Take the third year. Again, one more year. So one more 10% you will have to calculate. Okay. Now stand here, please. Can you see principal? You will say yes, sir. 10% of principal, 400 rupees again. All right. How many values do you see right now? When I stand here, how many values will you say? How many numbers written here will you say? That, sir, these are previous interest. How many will you say? You will say, sir, 1, 2, and 3. Sir, these three numbers are previous interest, sir. Agreeing with me? Three values. Don't say two. You are saying this as 440. Don't say two. Think this as separate. Think this as separate. Until I don't write 440, count it as two. Okay. So there are three numbers you can see. Three numbers. This is interest. This is also interest. Okay. Please answer one by one. The first value I see is 400. 10% how much? Previous interest. Interest on previous interest we are writing now. 40 rupees. Okay. 40 rupees. Come to the second value. Interest again 400 rupees. So 10%, 40 rupees. Now 40 rupees. 10% how much? 4 rupees. Okay. 4 rupees. So this is interest on principal and this is interest on previous interest. This is what we have to do if we have to calculate the final balance or the compound interest. Now carefully see, they are asking the amount after 3 years. So amount means everything you will have to add it up. So 4,000, 4,000, 400, 400, 400 will be 1,200 plus 40, 40, 40 will be 120 and this 4 will be separate. So 400, 400, 400, 40, 40, 40 and 4. This will give you 5324. 5324. So this is your closing balance after 3 years. Okay. And if they ask what is the compound interest, you will say, sir, I1 plus I2 plus I3. In compound interest, you will not include 4,000. So understood or not, please confirm this. The solution has been done. But try to do it fast. Not that much difficult. It is 10%. 10% is very easy. Okay. So we will again take more questions just like this. For 1 year also, we'll take a case. Okay. This 10% was actually easy. Okay. It was actually easy. It was easy because of two reasons, I will say. One reason is 10%. 10% is extremely easy, whatever number it is. And one reason is this value is having many zeros. 3 zeros is actually a very good value. So that's why everything was a kind of very simple calculation. But yes, sometimes if I take 12% calculation, even if it is 4,000, then also calculation will be difficult. If it is 4,500 and it is 12%, it will be little bit difficult to calculate. So we'll take a little bit more difficult calculation, but we will do it this way only. Okay. So we will start with this only in the next session. We'll take on half yearly concept also. Okay. And we'll conclude this topic. Thank you. Devjit, the 7th August recording will not be shared because on that day we have done the homework questions. Okay, actually, once the aptitude course, you will see in the KodNest application the questions which belong to the homework that we have done on 7th. So that's why that recording is not sent. Okay, and because the way the application has been implemented, we will not be able to attach the video also. Okay, to homework, we cannot attach video. All right. Okay, thank you. Tell me about the notes. Which notes is pending? Please mention that. Up to 5th. 5th. Well, 11. Okay. Okay. I will combine it and share. Okay. For profit and loss, we have done it over the iPad, so I was not visible. So instead of the iPad, I will share the previous batch PDF. Okay. For profit loss. Thank you.